Lim Shen, obviously with the Blue Mansion. I'm one of the executive directors here. So you have to go all the way back to 100 plus years ago, 130 plus years ago. This mansion was built by a man named Cheong Fat Si. It's a long story, but suffice to say he was a very prominent man of his time. When he died, the British and the Dutch apparently lowered their flags to half-mast. He was also nicknamed the Rockefeller of the East, and he held several titles and positions. And he built this mansion for his 7th wife, right? So back then, a small group of investors purchased the place and decided to restore it. The unique thing was they, unlike everyone else who was looking at this property, didn't want to knock it down, right? They wanted to restore it and restore it back to its original glory and find a good commercial use for it. When Malaysia, of course, went into one of the longest lockdowns, I think, in the world. So, of course, the effect was for a business like this, where borders closed, we went from sky high to nothing. So we were informed about the PENJANA tourism financing by SME Bank. I think at the time, this was a bit later on in the pandemic actually. We were lucky enough to have some cash in the bank, so we decided very early on to keep most of our team. When we found out about the financing and the very attractive terms, we obviously, I think we'd been stupid not to take it. Having that relief and having that sort of assistance definitely gave us some runway and some comfort to continue going, to continue employing people, to continue making sure that even though times are tough, as tough as they could ever be, we could continue to be. And of course, it's an old building, so old buildings tend to fall apart if you don't do all the maintenance and things like that that are required. If you fast forward, we've been the backdrop for very famous movies like Crazy Rich Asians, Indochine. Yeah, so the first and probably the most significant award was the UNESCO Award for Most Excellent Project. I think, if I'm not mistaken, actually the first UNESCO awarded building in project in Southeast Asia. Some would say set the ball rolling for the UNESCO listing and UNESCO status of Penang and Cheong Fat Si, and putting it into the consciousness of people that you can actually not have to knock down an old building, but save it, restore it, and make it work. Welcome to the Blue Mansion.
My name is Joost. This is my mother, Marian. We actually wanted to stay here because it's such a beautiful place. I feel it really encaptures the dynamic of Penang, and it's just a beautiful place to be. One of my favorite places. We've actually been here already 3 times.
Hi, my name's Hanana. She's Andy, and this is my Sarah, and we're from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. We googled nice places to visit in Pulau Pinang, and Blue Mansion came out. It's very cultural, historical. It's a very interesting and full of history, and it's nice to know the roots of Penang. The foundation of Penang culture is in part here.
During the pandemic, everyone needed all the aid they could get. Either continue going, survive, or it gave you a bit of breathing space. And that was the most important thing for us. I think any hotel owners would have appreciated that.